This goes out to all my summer lovers who know that just because it's September, summer's not over. It's technically still summer. You can keep your pumpkin spice abominations.
That's my jam right there. Oh. It's so true. Don't pumpkin spice me. It's still summer. Look at this.
Hey, he dances like I do.
Yeah.
Yes. Well,
He's
I was
a
going to say badly.
star.
I'm not going to insult BRITTLESTAR.
You better not.
If you have never heard of BRITTLESTAR, this is a guy named Stuart Reynolds. He is a Canadian. He's one of ours. And he has done social media videos and commercials that have just blown up.
I love him.
He is on his way.
Yeah.
To 1 billion views on social media.
With a B.
On his
So
way.
you may not have heard of him, but you should have, because it is the entertainment, it is the release that we all need, because it's relevant, it is on point, it's often political, but it's not politically driven. It has content that is political, and then it softens it in a way that's so funny. It is so funny.
And Stuart has a new book out, and we can barely say the title. It is Welcome to the
Stupid Apocalypse.
Hey,
Stupid
that's pretty
Apocalypse.
good.
Stupid Apocalypse.
Survival tips for the Dummageddon. So we thought, okay, we got to get BRITTLESTAR on Steel and Vance. We need some of that BRITTLESTAR mojo. So he's joining us now from a hotel room, I believe, in Windsor. So this guy travels in fancy circles.
You're fancy.
Hi,
Oh yeah,
how are
in
you?
style.
Thanks for joining us.
Hi, I'm good. Thank you for having me.
We're thrilled. Can we start with BRITTLESTAR? The name is like, what the heck is that?
Sure.
Apparently it has something to do with a band, like are we talking a rock band?
If we're talking a rock band, exactly, as opposed to a country band or a polka band, I understand the question. And yeah, no, it did. Back in 2004, I made an album, and I thought, well, no one's going to wear a T-shirt with Stuart Reynolds on it. It's just not really I like my name, but it's not a cool rock star T-shirt name. So I would read this book with my oldest son, Owen, when he was 3 years old. It was a marine life book. And there was a section on starfish. And there was these starfish, or there still are, called brittle stars, who are like long and spindly, and they can see through their tentacles, and they defecate out of their mouths. And I was like,
wow,
perfect. That's me. That's great. And it just stuck. And then I made the natural transition from music to comedy. Exactly. As everyone does.
But also somewhere in between, because you and I kind of got to know each other a couple of years ago on social media.
Mm-hmm.
We both are such big fans of what you do, but you also made,
Thank you.
I mean, are you sitting down, butter tart vodka?
Oh,
Yeah,
that sounds
it's
very
true.
sweet. How did that come
it's
about?
not-
It's
delicious.
not very sweet. It's actually no, it's not a liqueur. It's more like a bourbon, and it's like a Canadian bourbon almost, but it's got a hint of butter tart, and it's delicious. It's you can drink it straight. You can have it on ice cream. You could have it with a mix like ginger ale, which I call the weekend at the cottage, and
love that.
that's a very eastern part of Canada term. I understand. It could be called weekend at the cabin. Does that make more sense?
Yeah,
Maybe?
yeah.
Well,
yeah.
and maybe
Okay, all right,
for
good, all right.
Christmas 2023, you could do the Nanaimo bar, whatever.
I'm ready.
Bourbon.
That's
Hey,
not bad.
we're
I
on
did.
it.
I purchased said butter tart bottles for all of my family mid-pandemic and dropped it off at their doors when we weren't allowed
Oh,
to
wow.
be in contact. Everybody got the butter tart vodka, and you're right, it is absolutely delicious. I've not tried it with ginger ale, so I must do that.
Hey,
It's
we
good.
have to talk about your family because you're
Yes.
super popular, super successful. Everybody's cheering you on, but you would not be able to do what you do without your family. We have a picture of everyone. So your sons and your wife is also a big part of this. And apparently your wife, if she stuck her foot out
A little bit further into camera, we would
might
see
actually
your
be able to
feet.
see her in the room.
Yeah.
But
No,
tell
we
us
can't.
about this
She's
being
hiding.
a family affair. She's hiding.
She's
Okay.
lounging on the hotel bed. You're just being her normal self. It's our anniversary today, so she's just like this.
Oh, happy
probably.
anniversary.
You know,
Happy
Anniversary.
Thank you. Probably.
How many? How many years?
26 years.
Congratulations.
What does everybody do then?
Thank you.
What are the roles?
I think this is the booze. I think I think anyone you can't remember is just the booze anniversary is what it is, basically. So that we'll figure it out. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
But yes, the families played a huge part though, for sure. Like, back when I started 10 years ago, we were in kind of like dire fiscal straits, and social media kind of saved our family. So it's kind of like we had, struck oil on the backyard and the social media fields. And it was like, okay, kids, this is what we do now. We go, we make social media content. If you want to eat and you like shelter, this is what we're doing. So that's what we did.
That's
Love it.
awesome. Like, I want to make a Beverly Hillbillies reference since you did the struck oil in your backyard. I
It's
love that.
pretty close. It's pretty close, exactly.
So when did you know that it was a hit? Like, did you have a moment where you're like, wow, I didn't see that coming?
I mean, I think when people started to recognize me, that was kind of the weird thing. I remember we were in New York filming some stuff with the Property Brothers, and we were crossing just ourselves, or like myself, my wife, and my kids were crossing in Times Square, and we had people going, "BRITTLESTAR, hey guys, it's all of them. That's so cool." And I was like, "That's pretty awesome." And I think that was like, "Oh, okay, maybe this is like a thing. Maybe this is like a real thing." And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, how long will I be able to get away with this? Who knows? I'll just keep doing it as long as I can. I hope so. I hope
Such a big deal. You got invited to the White House by Obama.
I did, and I always have to clarify who I was invited by. And you're correct; it was the Obamas that invited me, and it was there for Prime Minister Trudeau's arrival ceremony. It was really fantastic experience. I was terrified to take my phone out of my jacket pocket because it was like snipers up on the roof and stuff. And I was like, "It's just a phone. It's just a click. That's all I'm just doing. So phone." But yeah, no, I mean, I've been really fortunate. We've done lots of amazing things and gone really cool places. Traveled more than I thought I ever would in my life, and worked with like celebs and stuff. And it's really, really fun. Like Gordon Ramsay, Property Brothers, Ryan Reynolds, all that kind of stuff.
I was going to say, when you said your name wasn't funky enough, I mean, it's Stuart Reynolds, and I mean, Ryan made Ryan Reynolds work. So, I mean,
I know, but he's got the alliteration happening. I mean, I've got the looks, of course, to compensate a little bit, but he's got the alliteration. That's the thing.
Okay. One of the things I wanted to say to you is that, as you are well aware, the internet is a bit of a hellhole, and sometimes signing on is a bit of a like, just getting pummeled by negativity. And so what I really love about you in particular is that you can take a pointed and intelligent yet gentle sort of poke at people or subjects that everybody else might just lose their mind over, and you can sort of deliver your own sort of spin on it. And I just want to play a little video. This is just a bit of a take from your video about masks during COVID. So polarizing.
What if you maybe can't wear a mask because you suffer from one of the following conditions? Scientitis, acute wussness, selfish syndrome, chronic dickishness,
that's my favorite,
pathological ignorance, or severe moronness. Don't worry. Now there's a solution. If you suffer from one of those conditions and don't want to wear a mask, just stay home. Seriously, don't go out. Stay the hell away from me. Let the rest of us just get on with it.
Let's just get on with it. It's the super diffuser.
Stay away from us too.
So so can I ask you, Stuart, is it collaborative with the family when you're writing these things? Is it just pop out of your head in the middle of the night and you write it down in a fever dream, or?
We lived under the delusion that we could work as a family that way, but our living room is what we call the place where ideas come to die. Or be killed. And so, you've got to just go with your idea and you just get it out there and just do it. You can't discuss it or it'll be shot down. So no, it's a soul effort for sure, largely.
I saw this week when you posted the video about WestJet on the heels of Pierre Poilievre using the mic to make a comment to the people on board who were mostly conservatives. People were just losing it. Your video, which we showed at the top of the show, very, very funny, very clever, spot on.
I laughed my ass off.
I saw some blowback. How often do people come at you and say, "Hey, dude, I don't like that"?
I mean, I do get a little bit of that, but the vast majority is really complimentary and very receptive to it, and they kind of get it. Because there are, I think when you're in a room, the loudest person is usually not the smartest person. So that's a good thing to remember. Mm-hmm. And I think, it's about saying to people, we don't have to freak out about everything. It's okay. You can be upset about things and justly upset, but we don't have to react to everything. We don't have to be outraged all the time. And I'm lazy by, design. And I think I'm just, I don't have the energy to get angry all the time. I'll just make fun of things.
Good for you.
But go back to your book, Stupidopolis.
Say it again. Stupidocalypse.
I told them I was going to mess up.
Just dumb it down. No, it's not the Acropolis. There you go. Stupid apocalypse.
Stupid apocalypse.
Stupid apocalypse.
Yeah,
Welcome
there
to
you
the
go.
stupid aqualypse.
Yeah.
What are people
Yes, welcome
going
to the
to get
stupid apocalypse. Yeah.
from your book? You're already charting. What charts are you on already? You're 50.
I think we're 49 in books in Canada right now. We're number one in political humor, which is great. Number one in parenting and family humor. So yeah, I mean it's doing its thing. And weirdly, number one in love, sex, and relationships humor, which is an odd niche category.
Yeah.
I mean, is it like the Kama Sutra with jokes? So I mean, that's basically sort of what it would
What's
be,
in the
right?
book?
Little X-rated.
Yeah, we need to get our book.
No,
Okay.
but I'm gonna be. I know where my next book's gonna be.
I saw a video, I believe, of you opening the box, if that was legit, and seeing the book for the first time. What did that feel
Yeah.
like?
Phenomenal. It was fantastic. It was. It's just really weird to sort of because everything I do is so zeitgeist, current events based. So it's about seeing something happen in the news or online now, and then getting a video out within 24 to 48 hours maximum. And so doing a project with such a long timeline was really weird for me. It was kind of, we started this over about a year and a half ago, and now to actually have it, in person is really, really cool.
So great. Can't wait to get my hands on that.
Excited. When are you coming to Vancouver? Do you know yet, or you think you might?
I
be
can't
coming our
wait.
way?
I feel we will be for sure. I think we've been asked enough to come out there. So I think I would like to, but I mean, I love Vancouver so much. It's so fantastic. It's one of my favorite places. I've done lots of work there, and it's just a cool spot.
Come in on a Thursday.
Open invitation.
Open invite. Roll right through.
You can even have a glass.
Only if I can have Shannon lounging on a bed beside me while I'm doing it.
we can
Have you got room in the set?
We're gonna wheel
Shannon's
cotton.
feet.
Okay,
Shannon's feet.
Yeah. Stuart Reynolds, you're amazing. Congratulations on the success of the book. I hope it just takes off and goes number one everywhere. Thank you so much for joining us and bringing us some entertainment and a respite from all the toxicity on the internet. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. I appreciate it. It was super fun.
Such a pleasure. We'll see you
Thank
again,
you.
my friend. Thank you. Hey, oh gosh, I just feel better. It's like endorphins
Right?
were
You're like,
released there. Yes.
And the
it's
fact that they
funny.
say they call him the internet's favorite dad, and I think it's super true.
Yeah.
Funny, smart, Canadians are funny and smart
Canadians
anyway.
are funny and
We have
smart.
a
Let's
better
lean
take
into
on
what's
things.
good. Let's have some fun together, right?
Yeah.
Let's stop being so divisive. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to spread like that. Hey, lots to come in the show,
Yeah.
and it's another week where What the Hell is Wrong with People delivers a head popper.
Yeah, and up next on Steel Events, the end of summer is near. That means pulling out the warm outerwear, wearing
Yeah, I
myself,
like it.
kind of a
It's very
tweed. Thank
nice.
you.
I got my little-
Both for you and your pets, because we have a whole bunch of four-legged models coming in the studio next.
Yeah, I've got to change my footwear for this one.